Hello. If you're seeing this, I'm so happy that my long lost book haul has finally made it on to YouTube. I have had this video sitting around in my footage since September, so I finally decided, let me edit it and get it out there. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll notice that it's in my old room, in my old setup, which is so bittersweet. But that's just a little surprise for all of you guys who have been watching me for a while. I think it's crazy that I've already got a whole new setup. But anyway, even though it's a couple months old, I hope you enjoy and we can all get to see my old setup one last time before I will never do a video like that again. I think I was a little bit sick in this video, like I sound like I was sick and had like a cold or something. Sorry in advance, but let's just take it back a couple months now and watch that book haul, the long lost book haul. Oh no. What is up, everyone? My name is Andrea. If you don't know me, you should subscribe because, like, why not? But anyway, today I'm going to be doing a book haul, another book haul. It's been about a month since my last one, which is about the length of time that it takes me to accumulate a good pile of books that is worthy of a whole video. Today I have 17 books, which is one more than my last book haul. So apparently about 15 books is like my sweet spot of whenever I need to do a haul. Some of these are new releases and then the rest are ones that I've been wanting to get for so long. So I'm gonna start with the new releases. I feel like that is the most exciting, probably what you guys would want to see, and then we'll go into some of the older ones that are still good that I cannot wait for. Okay. First, I will show you guys my absolutely newest book that I got, and I just got this one yesterday. It just came out yesterday. It is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This is an adult fantasy that follows a girl named Addie LaRue who makes a deal with the devil to live forever and be immortal. Sounds cool, everything's great, and then the devil's like, ha, okay, yes, you can live forever, but when you're done and you don't want to live anymore, I get to take your soul. Okay, that's it. Also, everyone you meet will not remember you. They will forget you like moments after y'all talk, but like, hey, you get to live forever. And Addie LaRue ends up making that deal, and this is her story. This is her life over the span of years and centuries of her living a forgetful life and like nobody knowing who she is. And so it seems like a sad and lonely journey, and I'm excited. V.E. Schwab has been hyping this book up. A lot of people have been hyping it up. I'm excited. I want to try it out. Also, I did start it already and I've gotten a pretty good ways through. Probably wouldn't like be surprised if I finish it tonight because I'm really loving it. So yes. Next, I got Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. You've probably seen this on my channel. I have a book review on it. I will link it up here and in the description box. But this is the sequel to Serpent and Dove. If you don't know what that is, it's about a witch and a witch hunter who have to get married and things ensue, problems arise. This is the sequel, which is a lot more juicier and more dramatic and funny and heartbreaking and everything like that. So if you haven't read that series, you should try it. This is Shelby Mahurin's debut series. So I'm excited to see what else she has in store, but I love her writing style and I think her story was entertaining. So did it have problems? Yes. Did it have stylistic issues and writing style errors? Yes. But this is her debut series, so I'm gonna give her a break, and I am really enjoying this series. Next, I got Ray Bearer by Jordan Ifueko. I actually won this on a giveaway on Twitter that Rosie Rambles, who wrote A Song of Rights and Ruin, was hosting and running and all that stuff, so I was super happy that I got sent this one. Also, this cover is brilliant. It's so vibrant, it's so beautiful. I love having it on my shelves. It's just gorgeous. So I also got my copy of The Lost Book of the White by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu, the second book in the Eldest Curses series. Obviously, I have done videos on this. I have tabbed it all up. The lighting is so bad. I have tabbed it all up. I love this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was brilliant. Actually, I think I gave it 5 stars. I don't even know. But it does have the reversible jacket. If you didn't know and you want to read it, It does have the reversible jacket, which I just turned mine around because I like this cover better. But this story follows Alec and Magnus. This one takes place a couple years after the first book in this series, which is kind of different. But if you are a big fan of Shadowhunters, if you know the world and all that, then you know where this one falls. It's too much to explain right now, but I love this book, and if you haven't read anything Shadowhunters related, please do. You're missing out, so I have to say. So one really popular one I got is The Diviners by Libba Bray. You've probably heard of this one. I have heard of it, but it never piqued my interest, so I never bought it. But a couple of my friends, Therese and Lisa, decided that we were going to buddy read it for the Trick or Treat-a-thon, which I am a co-host on. If you don't know, you should join us. It's a month-long readathon in October, but I decided to pick this one up and give it a shot. So many people love this book, so I just don't know. I just don't feel the connect, but when I started, I'm hoping I will like it and that it'll be like a big surprise to me. So we'll see about that one. Also picked up Red Glove by Holly Black. This is the second book in the White Cat series, which is one of her older series. Love me some Holly Black. Very excited for this one, and just, this one is like a really old, like beat up copy I got from Half Price Books, but it was cheap and Holly Black, so I was like, yes. And there is like no like newer versions of this series. They're all like very old paperbacks, so I was like, it's character, it's fine. I don't even have the first book, but I bought this one because I know that I'm gonna read it because I love Holly Black so much. Speaking of Holly Black, also got The Iron Trial, which is the first book in the Magisterium series by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I love both of them so much, and they wrote this middle grade series that I have no idea anything what it's about, but I'm gonna read it because my favorites writing together is just, what more could I ask for? So it's really quick, really easy. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I'm excited to try this one out. Also got Dune by Frank Herbert. This is a adult sci-fi novel that is very old. You've probably heard of it. It's kind of like a classic science fiction story, but the new movie is coming out, I think, in November or December, and it has Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, so I'm excited to watch it, to be honest. I don't know, haven't heard like the critical views on it, but I'm excited. So I want to read Dune before I watch it. But this book is, the pages are like the Bible pages, like super thin, and it's such a long book, but hey, I'm excited and I'm still gonna read it. So also picked up Jade City by Fonda Lee solely because of book Twitter. Let me just say, book Twitter did make me buy this book. Everybody was talking about it for so long and I was like, I want to read it. I think I saw my friend Haley from Pages of Haley read it, also Jocelyn from Jocelyn Reads, so I'm excited to try it out. I've seen a lot of good reviews on it, and I've seen like quite a bit about certain things in this book, and I'm excited, but like I said, I don't know what it's about, so I can't tell you. Also got Mythology by Edith Hamilton. This is just a like bind up of a bunch of Greek mythology stories, and I recently got like obsessed with Persephone and Hades, like that story, so I wanted to read up on it more, and this really old copy came into the bookstore that I work at, so I picked it up and I was like, I'm gonna read up on my Greek mythology. Then I got the entire 5th season trilogy. Actually, it's called, it has a name. What is the name? The Broken Earth trilogy. I'm sorry. So we got the 5th season. We got the Obelisk Gate. Obelisk. How do I not know the word? I feel dumb. And the Stone Sky. So I've heard raving reviews. Like, everybody loves the series, and I think that I'm gonna love it too. It's an adult fantasy about a world that is literally ending, and like everything is just terrible, and the world is coming to an end, like I just said. And I think the main character is a mom, and she's like going to like find her kids, but a bunch of other things go into this book. That's not it. And it just sounds so interesting, and I cannot wait to read it. And I ended up finding 2 of them at the Half Price Books, and then I found one that came into my work, and I was like, what are the... Listen, let me go into this short story real quick. Okay, so I bought books 1 and 3 at Half Price Books, and then I was like, wow, I need number 2. I'll just get it used somewhere else. And my dog is barking, I'm sorry. And then I was working one day, and a box came into the store because we take people's used books, and I was like, something about this box is like drawing me to it. So I'm like, let me just look in the box before I go home. So I look in the box, and they're just random books, like ones I don't want. And then I see the second book and the trilogy is in there, and I was like, what are the odds that there's only they didn't even bring in books 1 and 3. It was only book 2. So it's like, what are the odds that they only bring in book 2, the one that I need? It was just a thing where I was like, this is destiny, this is fate, something has put this in my path, and I bought it, of course, and now I have all 3 of them. So thank you, Jesus, because something divine was working some magic there. And next I got One Day in December by Josie Silver. Be Proud of Me. This is a contemporary romance. As you can tell, I don't read those ever. I don't read anything but fantasy, but here we are. I heard a lot about this book before and I'm excited to read it. I'm pretty sure it's about this girl who sees this guy and she's like, wow, like I love him or something like that, but not like that, you know what I'm saying. And then she doesn't know who he is, whatever, and then her sister ends up like bringing him over on the holiday and that's her boyfriend, and then our main character's like, wow, like I can't be happy. Okay, it's her best friend brings the guy. I'm sorry, her best friend. But still, the girl's like, okay, like that was my man, but you stole him, but okay. But yeah, but then the book follows like 10-year span, I think, of all 3 of them, all of their journeys. And I'm just kind of like gonna feel weird if the main girl ends up with the guy that her best friend was with, because I feel like that's kind of weird, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. And finally, I got a couple books that I was just super excited about. If you don't know, I have an obsession with Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, so that is what the rest of this video will be about. I got a new edition of Little Women. This one is leather bound. It's a Reader's Digest version, I think, yeah. And it has illustrations like on each chapter. See, it has like illustrations, which I think is really cute, and I love Little Women, so I had to. Also got this copy of Jo's Boys by Louisa May Alcott. This one follows one of the March sisters after the events of Little Women, so I'm not going to go into it in case you haven't read it and you want to and don't want to be spoiled, but it's called Jo's Boys, and I love Jo March. She is literally my favorite March sister, and I think I am very much like her. We would be best friends, or we would be the same person, so we would probably hate each other because we'd be too much alike. I don't know, but I love her. Then I got Little Men by Louisa May Alcott, which follows one of the March sisters' kids. This one is such a cute copy. This is the Puffin Classics edition. I want to get the copy of Little Women that matches this so bad because it's so cute. That is all I have to show you guys. That was just a quick little haul. Actually, it was a giant haul, unnecessary. But those are all the books I've gotten in the past month. Hopefully I won't do another haul until December, but who knows, because I said that last time, and here we are. Let me know if you've read any of these down below, or if you want to read any of these. If you haven't read Little Women, go read it. If you haven't read anything Shadowhunters related, go read it. But that's all I'm going to say for this video. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Oh, Christmas tree.